So this is a how to make good posts answering questions, editing a bulleted or numbered list. So word processing skills are important no matter what your educational and career intent. And often you're going to have to answer questions and have a well-formatted response. So these are some tips on how to do a good job. So here I have an example of questions that were asked and I need to respond to them. And I am asked to write a response under each question. So to do so, I'm going to highlight each one, and you could either right-click and copy or Control-C on the keyboard if you're a Windows user. If you're a Mac user, Command-C. Now, you could just reply in the discussion post, but it's often a good idea to write down on paper your ideas to try and formulate them well, or to whip out a word processor and work your stuff up there. So here I pasted in those questions, and then I started writing up my responses. Now, this is an important thing. I want to keep the auto numbering. I don't want to have to redo that. And if I go to the end of a line and I hit enter, it brings up a new number, which messes up the numbering in the others. So this is now called question 3, but it should be question 2. So that's a problem. So I'm going to Control-Z to undo that and just start over. Get a new page. So here I'm pasting in what I was asked to answer the questions on. And usually when you paste in something like a bulleted or a numbered list, most systems that do word processing will recognize, oh yeah, that's a numbered list. And notice that that number 1 there isn't part of what I can edit. And so I'm trying to click on the 2 or the 3, but it's just putting me in the line in front. And if I go to the end of question 1 and I hit enter, it brings up a new number for 2. So I'm clearly in an auto-numbered list, and my word processor is indicating so up here. Now, when you reply in most modern systems, you have a mini word processor right in front of you. So this is a lot like using a mini version of Microsoft Word or Google Docs, or maybe the Apple text editor. And if I paste in here, Control-V or right-click and paste, it should recognize that this is a numbered list. And you can see there's a little arrow under the numbered list there saying, hey, yeah, this is a numbered list. So that when I go to the end of question 1 and hit enter, it says, hey, yeah, there's question 2. But that's not what I wanted to have happen. So Control-Z undoes that. If I hit Shift-Enter, and those instructions were given here, use Shift-Enter to get new lines as opposed to new numbers. And what Shift-Enter gives you is a new line in a paragraph as opposed to a new paragraph. In a numbered list, a paragraph is a number. Same thing with bulleted lists. A new bullet is a paragraph. But you can have multiple lines in a paragraph that are all new lines. So there's 2 different things you can do. Enter on a word processor gives you a new paragraph, which could be a new number or bullet, as opposed to Shift-Enter, which gives you a new line within the paragraph, number, or bullet. So I hold down Shift, I tap Enter, and I get a new line. Sometimes it's nice to have multiple new lines to just separate what you want to do there, and then I can type in my answer here. And again, it's a good idea to have these well thought out, so write down notes on paper ahead of time and then type them up and then read them again. And anytime you want to add something more, if you don't want a new number, Shift-Enter is the way you enter new lines that aren't numbered. If you do a regular enter, that's going to throw in a new number, which messes stuff up. And when you do submit things in any professional way and it looks like you didn't use the word processor correctly, people notice that, and you do want to come across as well educated with technology. So, important skill to know. Shift-Enter gives a new line within a paragraph, bulleted list, or numbered list, as opposed to a new paragraph, bullet, or number, which is what Enter gives you. So I hope this was useful and informative. Take care. Do good work. Bye-bye.